How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a little bit of crowler action up in this piece in the form of Twin Elephant Brewing's Schwarzbier Broken Chairs. This is a 4.5% Schwarzbier. It was crowlered, a day and a half, 2 days ago? Comes courtesy of my boy Keith. Keith from 93 Lumber. That's 93, but you got to spell that stuff out, not with the numbers. Go check him out. He has a YouTube channel, and he does beer stuff, among other stuff, music stuff, and all kinds of stuff. But we did a little social distancing beer exchange, and he bought a Schwarzbier. He got a Schwarzbier. Now I have a Schwarzbier. It's called Science. It's called Science because not just because of how the process works, but that scientific pour I just threw on there with that beautifully done gigantic head, because I suck. Well, crowlers suck. I'm not going to blame myself wholly for this thing. Anyway, 2 fingers, malt and malt ball colored head. Pretty uniform, tight, compact, bubble sands, a couple stragglers as I spittle all over the beer. And that's dark. I mean, it looks all the part of a dark Schwarzbier. Yeah. Twin Elephant. One of my favorite tap rooms in New Jersey. It's a bummer because I haven't been there in so long because of COVID, but it's nice to have this in my comfort of my own home instead of it in nose. I mean, it's a gigantic nose as far as the size, which kind of prevents it from giving me a ton of stuff. But I'm getting Schwarzbier in there. Roasted malts, lager cleanness, a little bit of toasty roastiness. Done and done. Soft little chocolate vibe, maybe. Soft little chocolate vibes. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. That drink's more like Czech dark lager than Schwarzbier, for me, at least. Because I'm getting a roasted malt component, but it's not that big. It doesn't carry a big bitterness with it either. It's kind of a tentpole for me when it comes to like a Schwarzbier. Either a little bit of hop aggressiveness or a big kind of roasty, toasty kind of malt to back up on that kind of bitterness side of things. There's soft chocolate vibes here. There's a cleanliness and cleanness of the beer that makes it infinitely drinkable. 4.5%, not the biggest beer in the world. My Schwarzbiers, I think, I typically, more often than not, are somewhere in the 5% range. And it's absolutely 100% well made. Super crisp, clean. I get a little tinge of that roasted malt after the swallow where it kind of lingers there. But it's way more of a softer version of a Schwarzbier. But like I said, in my book, way closer to a Czech dark lager than a Schwarzbier, but we're kind of, semantics here. It's kind of, partly sunny, partly cloudy at this point, but it's really well made. Talking about 4.5%, it's given me enough to where I'm excited to drink it, but at the same time, it's lower in ABV enough to where I can get hot and bothered over it. I like it. Look at that leasing on the glass already. Clean as clean could be. Every sip, I get a little bit more toasty roastiness, so that's nice. It just lacks a subtle little bump and impact for me to kind of get the Schwarzbier level. Because even at Schwarzbier, I almost want to get that roast to the point where I get just hints of coffee vibes on there. And enough bittering to where it kind of lets me know I'm drinking something of substance. And that's why I kind of associate this with a little bit more of a Czech dark lager, because it's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more muted. All those components are there for a Schwarzbier. I just like it with a little bit more volume on it. That's just me. I think that's it. Not an overly complex beer. Give me what I want. The ABV's just right for what I dig in beers. I like it. I dig it. You strip that Schwarzbier on there and just go dark lager, right? Dark lager instead of Schwarzbier. I think this is a slightly different conversation. Not that I want to get all like BJCP nerdy and stuff like that, but there is a difference in variance of beers from time to time, and it's worth kind of mentioning that. And that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Twin Elephant, one of my favorite tap rooms, and one of the reasons why they're one of my favorite tap rooms in New Jersey is because they make really good beer. You can have an awesome tap room, but if the beer sucks, that's not going to cut it. So I think that goes without saying when I mention him as one of my favorite tap rooms. And the fact that they do so many different beer styles, from stouts to hazies to cream ales to lagers, and all kind of run the gamut of styles, is one of the reasons why I dig them so much. And this is one of those beers where it makes me a little bit sad. It makes me sad because I can't go to the brewery. I can't go to the brewery, sit down, and order pint after pint of this and just hang out and chat with some friends and do all that kind of stuff, which I sorely and desperately want to get back to, and we're getting there. We're getting close. So at least Keith is kind enough to share this and bring that kind of memory back. Well, it's a little sad memory. It's also a positive memory. So, yeah, this beer tastes like the future. And me bringing my little boy to the brewery, hanging out and drinking a Schwarzbier. I don't know. Getting a little sappy now. So let's wrap it up. It's just one of the better Schwarzbiers I've had as of late. It's worthy being in a conversation. Again, like I said, it's not Mount Rushmore stuff. If you call it a dark lager, it ekes up towards the top. And then I don't know if it's like Mount Rushmore level stuff, but it's tasty, it's drinkable. It's what Schwarzbier is supposed to be. It's what dark lager is supposed to be, which is drinkable, chuggable, delicious stuff. It does that with spades. So in that sense, it's up there. Value and availability, no idea. Keith, let me know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you like dark lager, done and done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of dark lager right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.